God doesn't listen to people like you. That's what the pastor told Daniel as he stood at the back of the church holding a crumpled eviction notice. He wasn't there to beg. He just wanted to pray. But the pastor crossed his arms. "You smell like whiskey, son. Clean up your soul first." Daniel nodded, walked out, and for the first time in his life, he believed it. Maybe God really was done with him. He sat in the parking lot, rain soaking through his torn jacket. He stared at the eviction paper, the bottle beside him, and whispered, "If you're still up there, you've got one last chance." Then he tossed the bottle and cried for the first time in years. A few minutes later, a car pulled up. A woman stepped out carrying groceries. She looked at him, then at the church door. "They didn't let you in either?" she asked softly. Daniel shook his head. "They said God doesn't listen to people like me." She smiled. "Good, because he's been listening to people like me, and I've been praying for someone like you." She handed him a bag of food, and inside was a note written in shaky handwriting. "Your story isn't over yet." Weeks later, Daniel started showing up at that same parking lot, not to drink, but to help. He cleaned the sidewalks, talked to people sleeping in cars, prayed with anyone who'd let him. The woman, Clara, came every Sunday. They prayed together, laughed together, and built something the church never did, a community. 2 years later, a new sign hung on the old church doors, "Open Hearts Shelter." The city had given Daniel and Clara the keys to turn it into a home for the people no one else would take in. Reporters came, cameras flashed. One asked Daniel, "What made you start this mission?" He smiled. "Because God doesn't stop listening. We just stopped talking." That night, he stood in the parking lot again, the same spot where he once gave up. But this time, the lot was full of light, full of life, full of people singing. And he whispered, "Thank you for not giving up on me." Sometimes grace doesn't live in churches, it lives in parking lots. If this story touched your heart, comment Amen, and share it with someone who still believes in second chances.